Hey guys, welcome back to one of the last chapters, chapter 9, The Enemy of My Enemy for the Apex Legends Season 5 quest system and storyline. This one's quite exciting, let's just jump straight into it. With this one, again, I decided to go flying. She had a really decent role in the whole story plot, so why not? And of course, her tactical is very beneficial, so I decided just to make my life easier. This personal level, I gotta say, I actually really enjoyed it. It's more or less a combination of all the levels we had in the past. Straight away gives you a hint that it won't be a simple one, and I'm not gonna say this was a hard one, but definitely had to stay alert and make sure I didn't die like I did last time just because I took it too lightly. You do get off the bat pretty much maxed out weapons and shield and bags, so that does kind of tell you that there will be a lot of enemies. That's pretty much it. The objective of this one is quite simple. Stage 1, you pretty much need to activate multiple Revenant style totems, so you don't destroy them like you did last time. Pretty much just press and hold square or whatever the other alternative is if you're using PC or Xbox. And pretty much that's it. And you have to run around from beacon to beacon in the swamp area style area. Go break through the doors, so you can't just open them. And at all times you will be shooting prowlers. You do get a mix of prowlers, you get one hit wonders, and you also get the ones that are much tougher. I definitely recommend you pick up one of the golden guns straight off the bat. You see pretty much all guns flying around in different houses at gold level straight away. I personally went with the Mastiff just because pretty much a headshot from one of those takes out any prowler. And then I also had an R99, which I then upgraded to a Spitfire just because of the really large magazine, which makes life really easy when you have a lot of enemies. That's pretty much it. You run around from canopy to canopy, activating these totems. Do pay attention, you do get a lot of enemies coming from you from all sides. So my recommendation is breach the building, take them out, make sure you have a little breather because they'll pretty much not stop coming. So you do need to activate the totem as soon as you get a few seconds. Once you activate, just to make life easier, finish off any prowlers in the building and then continue to the next one. My recommendation is to always just to keep your weapons loaded as often as possible. Every time you get a little second, make sure your shotgun has the max amount of bullets in it, and same with the Spitfire, just make sure you're up to date with it because you do get a few waves of a lot of prowlers every now and then. Also, when you do have a breather, do heal your shields. Because of the gear you have, you get to heal 2 bubbles of shield for every little shield battery you use, so that's very good. And just make sure those are always up. Again, that's exactly the reason I used Lifeline, is just in case I'm in trouble, I will have the tactical that heals me pretty much automatically. Now at this stage I'm actually interested. What was your favorite legend to use for all of these quest missions? Leave a comment down below. As you know, mine was mostly Lifeline, but I did have missions where I did use Caustic as well, just because of his extra damage and his pretty much buckets of gas. But at least that's what I call them. So it would be interesting if there were any other strategies that you guys used, if you've done anything different, if you find anything a little bit more effective, and so on. Now comes the cool part. Once you activate the last shard or totem from the Revenant, you actually turn into a shadow monster yourself, very similar to I believe one of the chapters we already had, as well as the Halloween event that we had in the past. You gain absolute super speed and super strength. So once you turn into that, just follow the new marker. That's pretty much going uphill. You don't get any guns, so be careful, don't get caught off guard. Pretty much need to kill all the prowlers using hats. They do damage you, but as you can see, every time you knock one down, you get healed. So try not to get hit as much as possible. I recommend actually sliding around because the prowlers do jump at you, and when they jump at you, that's actually a very good point to quickly move out the way, and that's when you can go behind them and take them out. But quite often, as you can see, I just went straight onward, but I did keep an eye on my health at all times. So every time I went down, I made sure I played a little bit more safer. At this stage, you also get a lot of prowlers, so make sure you take them out as quickly as possible, and then place the device for the drilling, as we normally do in all of the chapters. Because if you don't do it quickly, they'll just keep coming, and it's almost like a never-ending story. Now, once you place the drill, it's pretty much straightforward. Just keep your guard, use your headset to hear what the enemies are coming in from which direction, and just take them out. Just try to always have a good amount of health and play carefully with this one. It is not as hard as I thought it would be, but it's one of those things that if you are not careful, you can get caught off guard. And I also recommend killing the prowlers ASAP, because if you do wait a bit, the waves will pretty much get bigger and bigger, and that's when it might be a bit more challenging. Now, once you finish, just make sure you take the last prowlers just so it's easier, and then grab the device. One thing to note is when you grab the device, you become almost like a hybrid. You go back to your normal self. As you can see, I am Lifeline with the guns, shield, and life, but at the same time, you get pretty much super speed. So you maintain the super speed as you had when you were playing as a Shadow. And this is the last stage as all before. Just run to the evacuation ship. As you can see, I did that, but be careful. Do get hit a lot by the prowlers, and as you saw, I did get stuck in those spikes, so I did take a lot of damage. As you can see, my shield's gone and my life's halfway gone. Now, without getting too much into detail, I'm gonna let you enjoy reading the interactions between the characters one last time without me trying to voice act, and I hope you enjoy. Stay to the end because I'll give you a bit of my opinions, and we'll run up the video then. So what do you think, guys? Did you like the story? Personally, I have very mixed feelings. I feel like the whole quest line was a little bit half effort done by the developers. Very simple. I swear I've seen this type of cliche twist at the end where the bad guy just wants to be killed because they're tired, blah 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 blah. I don't know how I feel about this one. What about you guys? Did you enjoy it? Do you think it's just a kind of a little useless add-on component to the game, or would you actually want to really stay and see what happens in season 6? There is another episode, so do stay in touch and subscribe to the channel, follow, hit that notifications button, and comment below. Let me know what your opinions are. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.